Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be sharing this very simple yet delicious pasta recipe with you guys. It's so good and you just have to make it with just basic ingredients you have at home, and it's so delicious. So make sure to watch to the end. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly click that subscribe button right there and join the family. So we'll be starting out with frying our beef strips. I've already pre-cooked this earlier because I needed the beef stock. You can choose to just marinate and fry yours, stir fry it in your pan straight up. You can also use chicken or you can use fish as well. It will still come out delicious. So I'm just going to fry that, and once it is crispy just like this, I'm going to scoop it out of the hot oil and set it aside. Next, I'll be adding my grated ginger and garlic, my diced onions, and then some sweet basil leaves. And then we'll go ahead and fry this in the oil we used to fry our beef. Next, I added some thyme, rosemary, white pepper, curry powder, just any spices and seasoning of your choice. I added that, stirred everything together, and next I'll be adding our pepper mix. So in this pepper mix, I have tomatoes, just very few of that, shombo, tatashi, onions, ginger and garlic. So I'm just going to stir everything in and then mix it up, and then we are going to allow this to fry. So next, we'll go ahead now and boil our pasta. In a pot of boiling water, I added some salt and then I added my pasta. I'll be using spaghetti. Then a few minutes later, as that is boiling, I checked back on our tomato sauce and it is properly fried now. See, the oil has separated. I added my beef stock I got from boiling my beef and then added some water too. I just rinsed that out of the blender. I mixed everything in thoroughly till it was thoroughly combined. Then I adjusted my seasoning. I added some salt and then I added bouillon cubes as well. Then I'm just going to stir everything in, and then we are going to allow this to simmer on low heat. Next, I checked back on our pasta. This is like 8 minutes later and the pasta is already al dente. It is not fully cooked yet. You don't want it to be fully cooked at this point. I drained that and then I added my tomato sauce to the pot and then added my drained pasta as well. Mixed everything in thoroughly. And once the pasta and the tomato sauce is properly mixed, I'll go ahead to add some pasta water. That is what I drained from my pasta. I'm just going to add that, mix everything in thoroughly. I just added about 2 cups of that just to be the same level with the spaghetti. We don't want to add too much water and our spaghetti will be soggy. So I just added that and then covered the pot and allowed it to simmer on low heat for like 2 minutes, and the water has dried up but not completely dried up. So now I'm just going to mix it in thoroughly, just stir gently, and then we'll be adding in our veggies. So I'm going to be adding our carrots at this point. I didn't add it earlier so it does not get too soggy. So at this point it will get cooked and still retain some of its crunch. So I also went ahead to add our beef strips that we fried earlier, mix it in thoroughly, and then we are going to allow this to cook. Just see how delicious this is already looking. So I just mixed that in and then covered the pot and allowed it to simmer for just a minute or two, and our pasta is almost ready. Now we'll go ahead and add more veggies. I added some green bell peppers, some spring onions and some onions as well. Also added some sweet basil, and then I'm going to mix everything in and our pasta is ready. This is so easy to make and yet so delicious. Like, it tastes so good. I'm just going to cover that a minute later, and this is what we have. I'll be dishing this into a plate for premium enjoyment. So we had this with some plantain and it was so good, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you give it a try. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.